Ladies and gentlemen, we have mother flippin' done it. The Labyrinth of Legends has been cleared, 1,200 units under budget, which I'm so incredibly happy about. I'm exhausted. Like, frankly, I am just so exhausted because yesterday, after we uploaded that video on Falco and on Gamora, I decided, you know what, I need to power through this. I need to get it done because it was a huge, like, frustration for me. I was like, I'm just going to sit down and do it. So yesterday evening, we powered through Magic and War Machine, and also did Ant-Man. And I was doing some live updates on Twitter and just sharing some stuff with you guys if you follow me on there. But yeah, Magic and War Machine, so salty in both of the fights. They're just complete BS. Huge money grab fights. Magic, like, you know, as soon as, if you take more than one limbo, you're pretty much dead, unless you use health potions to heal up to full. But when you have, like, a 5-star Star-Lord, you know, healing up to full is about 30,000, and that's going to cost you, like, several hundred units to heal your champion up to full. So overall, it's a much more efficient strategy just to die and get in anywhere between about 15 to 34 hits, and just keep doing that again and again and again. And it's really not a fun experience on Magic. And then War Machine was a little bit better, but with War Machine, you can't evade his level 1, so you've just got to take that to the face. So you got to try and push into the level 2 as much as you can, and then fully evade that. So that wasn't too bad. But still a lot worse than Falcon. So those two fights really salted me up, guys. And then I did Ant-Man after that, but I was still a little bit on tilt doing Ant-Man after those terrible bosses. So I was didn't play super well, but we did quite well. We got kind of a consistent like 100 and 150 combo, but like after that I put my phone down and said, you know what, that's enough for today. Don't want to play on tilt. And then I got up this morning and two-shot the Deadpool X-Force, managed to get a really nice combo of just over, I think it was 230 on the actual kill. So that was really good. Felt super great downing Deadpool X-Force so easily like that. And then we went on to Daredevil. I managed to get him down, I think it was about 3 or 4 tries. Managed to get, again, another combo of over 200, which felt really great. So the confidence was up there. And then I had Venom to fight, and Venom was a really tricky encounter. I've recorded all the fights, by the way, guys, and I'm going to be doing videos on them. But I just wanted to get the news out, you know, because it's going to take a lot of time to come around to Maestro for the actual video. Just to quickly talk about the fights on this video. So I did Venom. Venom was a much more challenging fight because the AI on Venom is so incredibly aggressive. He's constantly like going for your face when he's charging, instead of like doing kind of the one hit and backing off like most AIs do. Venom will quite often go for at least 2 hits, quite often 3 hits, and sometimes 4 hits. So you need to just be really savvy on kind of swiping backwards and kind of evading his attacks that way. And it's a really big step up in difficulty in comparison to Deadpool X-Force and Daredevil, but I really enjoyed that fight. I felt like even though it was a lot harder, it was very skill intensive, and we managed to get a fairly decent combo of about 120, which I thought was like pretty decent for Venom, so I was reasonably happy with that. Venom was a really good fight. And then who did we have next? I think it was, is it Iron Fist next? Yeah, it's Iron Fist next. Piece of got him down in a couple of tries. So easy, just baiting that level 1. And then we had Civil Warrior, who I hadn't fought that many Civil Warriors like before today. So I messed up quite a bit at the start on the timing of his special 1 ability. So when he was slamming that down, he actually does like several pulsing ticks after the initial slam, which you don't usually see when you're playing the character, because the initial slam usually knocks the character back. So you kind of have to wait for the little bubble to pop, and then you can go in and hit Civil Warrior. So you have to get the timing just right of that. It took me a few attempts. I think it probably took me about 7 to 8 revives on Civil Warrior, which wasn't my proudest moment, but you know, it was a big learning experience. And then we got to Maestro. Maestro is an incredibly frustrating fight for so many reasons. The first one, obviously, is the Labyrinth's evade. So any enemy can randomly evade and just punch you in the face. And every time Maestro got his evade, apart from like a couple of times, it just seemed to be like at the perfect time that he would just, you know, instantly combo me into oblivion and I couldn't do anything. The other thing was the regeneration. So randomly when you're playing with a tech champion, he has a chance to gain a regen of Without debuffs, it does 10,000 per second, which is a lot, so there's no way to actually play around that. It's a permanent buff. You need to force close the fight, so it's a very common tactic that you have to use, and just like, you just have to quit whenever you see that regen buff. And sometimes it can be right at the start of the fight, and we had several instances where I think the longest chain I had was 6 times in a row. I joined the fight and regen, and I just have to quickly close it before he recovered too much health. It's really, really annoying. Really annoying, just a massive money grab in that regard, especially with the evade. And then added on to that, the other 2 really annoying things about Maestro is that when you're playing with a tech champion, his ability is he gets like a random buff, and one of those random buffs as well is 15 seconds of unstoppable, which, bear in mind guys, they can get this buff at any time. He can get this buff at any time, so you could be doing like a 5 combo on him, and then he'll go unstoppable and just hit you back. And there's like nothing you can do. You just die. So that was really frustrating. And then finally there was Power Flood, very similar to Mingnar's Cavalry Challenge Power Flood, which appeared on Maestro, which I didn't find too bad. That wasn't the worst, but it was when you had double Power Flood, because it could apply twice. And his power just goes up like that, and he just level 3s you, and you are dead. But the Power Flood was a little bit frustrating, because you can't really reliably control the energy there. Although it did work alright. It was helpful to me in the beginning when I was a little bit terrible at evading the level 1s, but I eventually absolutely nailed that. So yeah, got it to a situation where about like 8 or 9 times out of 10 I could completely nail Maestro's level 1. So that was a really good challenge to overcome, and we got a pretty nice combo on Maestro, so I'm very much looking forward to releasing the kill video. Anyway, what we have now, guys, is we have a 5-star Awakening Gem Crystal, which I am very excited to open. I think as well, before we continue, let's actually talk about the amount of units and revives I spent. So I brought 3 Odins and also the 850 units package, and that was when I was on pretty much 0 after the Gwenpool crystal opening for entering Labyrinth. And we spent what is it? So we spent just under 3 Odins ourselves, and then in terms of that, like the gifts that we got from subscribers, those equated to about another Odin. So in total we spent about 4 Odins worth, or about 12,000 units to actually clear the Labyrinth. Now, I've been told by people in ISO 8A that a really good player can clear the Labyrinth, because the main problems with the unit spending are is Magic, War Machine, and Maestro, because those fights alone you just need to constantly revive up, because there's so much BS involved in them, and not too much skill. You just literally need to like revive your way through. So yeah, I got told that like some of the best players on the easy path, if you can play really well, or close to perfection actually, you're going to spend about 2 and a bit Odins. So I think to come in at like almost 4 Odins for somebody who's a little bit of a scrub ain't too bad, guys. I thought it was reasonable. Especially considering, you know, that's our first run through, and people that can do it in kind of like 6,000 to 9,000 units are the people that have already done it before and already have the experience fighting the boss encounters. So I think we did reasonably well, guys. I'm pretty happy with that, and also, you know, had another 1,246 units, or another, how many revives is that? That's another 30 revives allocated in the budget. So that wasn't too bad, guys. That was not too bad at all. So yeah. Anyway, guys, we need to open this 5-star Awakening Gem, which I am incredibly happy. I'm so excited for this one. So if we get the skill one, means we can awaken the 5-star Gwenpool that we got yesterday, which would be insane. It would be absolutely phenomenal if we could do that, because then we have a top tier champion that's duped, has really nice prestige. Outside of that, I guess there are only 2 Awakening gems that I really am not too fond on getting. It's the tech one, because, you know, I already have the Star-Lord, and Iron Man and Iron Patriot don't really seem like great champions to awaken. And also Cosmic, because we already have a Cosmic Awakening gem. I think the Mystic one I'd be pretty happy with. The Skill one I'd be super happy with. The Mutant one I'd be really happy with as well. And what class am I missing out here? My brain has just gone dead. My brain has gone absolutely dead. Okay, so let's just open it anyway, guys. Let's open it anyway and see what we get. What class did I can't believe I just missed out a class there. Was it Mystic or? Just gone completely blank. See, guys, I'm completely fried after the Labyrinth, but let's see what we're landing on. And it's a Mutant 1, which could be really, really good if we do pull a 5-star cable, because now we're going to have enough shards for that. So I'm not going to knock it just yet. I think that was a pretty decent pull from the crystal. Definitely one of the ones that we wanted. So yeah, now we have, because we got 20,000 actually. I thought it was only 15,000 shards for completing the labyrinth. But it's actually 20,000. So yeah, we're definitely going to have enough for 2 cable crystals when that comes out. But I can't wait for the cable opening, because are we going to get double lucky? Like, it's what is it, 6 days now till we get a chance, a little bit of a double gamble at the 5-star cable? I mean, I can imagine, guys, if we do pull the 5-star cable, there are going to be, like, thousands and thousands of Kabam employee confirmed comments. I can't wait for those, so very much looking forward to that. But if we do pull the cable, that is going to be so ridiculously insane. But if not, you know, we can maybe go for him in the second round. He seems like a pretty solid champion, and now that we have the Mutant Awakening gem, that's going to be absolutely perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the video. Again, over the course of the next few days, I'm going to try and upload all of the boss kills for the Labyrinth of Legends, so you guys can see me not completely sucking, guys, because I got a lot better after the first day playing. I managed to bust out some, like, crazy combos. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you all so much for your support throughout the Labyrinth of Legends. If you like this video, guys, feel free to leave a like. Apart from that, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.